everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessica. Subscribe to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video. I know that this video is not that interesting for some of you guys, but I personally like doing Q&As because I feel like you guys get to know me a little bit better. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions, and a couple of you guys did. Okay, is it just me? But like, is Instagram just not like it used to be? I feel like I can't really reach you guys that much on Instagram anymore, like as much as I used to. My engagement has dropped. It didn't used to be like that, and I honestly think it's because of Instagram, not because of you guys. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Not a lot of you guys really submitted questions in comparison to the last time, but I honestly blame it on Instagram because so many of my friends have been complaining, like my Instagram friends, yes, I consider you guys friends, have been complaining about how it's just been super slow and like their engagement has just dropped, their numbers have dropped and all that stuff. So Instagram, what the fuck are you doing? Enough about my rant. Let's get into the questions that you guys asked. The first question is, where are you from and where do you live? I'm from Houston, Texas, and I currently live in Houston, Texas. Well, not technically like downtown, about 30 minutes outside of downtown Houston. So in the Houston area. I've lived here pretty much my entire life. If I had the opportunity to move outside of Houston, I definitely would. And as much as I love Houston, I do want to like see other cities. So if I could move anywhere within the state of Texas, I'd move to Austin, like hands down, because I think Austin is awesome. So I would love to live there, but I am from Houston, Texas. Next question is, what's your favorite eyeshadow palette? Okay, if you guys have followed me from the beginning, then you guys know that my favorite all-time palette, Holy Grail, the one that I use all the time. You guys will probably think it's a James Charles palette because I've been using it like as of lately a ton, but it's really not. I mean, it is one of my favorites, but it's not like my top favorite, like number one. My number one palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. This baby right here is my number one favorite palette. I would choose it above any other palettes that I own in my collection. I'm being dead ass. Like, I love this palette so much. This is the shades right here. I've already hit pan on a couple of different shades, like some of the neutrals. This palette right here is my absolute favorite palette ever. Ever. Next question is, how do you edit your IG pictures? I actually get this question a lot. So many of you guys DM me on Instagram all the time asking me what I use to edit my pictures, how I edit my pictures, and all that. The main app that I use to edit all of my photos is Lightroom. That is pretty much where I edit all of my photos. I don't really use anything else except for like Facetune, and that's only to edit like makeup pictures really. I use it to like enhance my eye makeup, enhance my highlight, and to like patch any skin issues that I have since I do have acne. So I will like edit my acne out and all that stuff. But I'm not ashamed of it because obviously I come on YouTube barefaced and I don't give a fuck. So it's not about like being ashamed of it. So yeah, those are pretty much the two apps that I use the most, is Lightroom and Facetune. Those two apps are what I use to edit my pictures, but predominantly Lightroom. Next question is, what's your favorite video that you have done? I don't know the answer to this. I'm actually gonna have to go through my channel right now to see, because I honestly have no idea what my favorite video is. So let me go through my videos right now. Didn't realize I had this many. And the fact that I've been like on a roll like 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like, way to go, Jess. I'm so proud of myself for like seriously committing to this whole YouTube thing, because you guys, YouTube is not easy whatsoever. Lord, does it take time and hours, because like it takes hours to film, it takes hours to edit. I would say that's what takes the absolute longest. And then just like getting the overall thing, it's very time consuming, and I'm just so proud of myself for actually like really committing to posting 3 times a week, because like I said, it's not easy, but I love it, so I don't care at all. I love it. I don't think I have a favorite video, to be honest with you guys. Like, I love all of my videos and I don't think I have a favorite. The lookbook I really like because it's the first fashion video that I did on my channel and it actually did pretty well. So I'm super proud of that. The what's in my bag video also I thought was really funny because I kind of got to show everyone like a little bit more of my personality and like what was inside my bag. I don't know, that sounds weird, but I feel like you kind of get to know someone when they show you things like that. You kind of get to see like what it is that they bring with them and like for what reasons, and it just kind of makes you feel like a little bit closer to them in a sense. At least that's how I feel whenever I see a what's in my bag video. So that one's another favorite of mine, but like in reality I kind of like them all. So I'm gonna just say all of them. I don't know, I can't pick a favorite. You guys let me know, what's your favorite video that I've ever posted? Leave it down in the comments, I would love to know. Next question is, tell me about your new video. And I'm guessing that she's talking about my most recent upload, which would be the Bird Box Challenge. That video is pretty much just based off of the movie. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, Bird Box is pretty much a movie where you pretty much have to be blindfolded at all times. Otherwise, like, you'll die and commit suicide because of some weird thing that you see. I don't know. The movie didn't like it. But anyways, that's not the point. So my video was pretty much just to do a series of challenges blindfolded, but I put my own twist on it and made it like a competition between my husband and I just to make it a little bit more fun. So it's pretty much what it's about. It's a blindfolded challenge / competition between my husband and I for entertainment purposes only. Next question is, what's your favorite thing to do on weekends? My favorite thing to do on the weekends is to get out of the house because I'm here pretty much Monday through Friday, like working all the time. And on weekends, I really like to just get out of the house, you know, get some sun, go out into the city and just like eat at a restaurant or, you know, go to the park or just do something with my husband really is what I like to do on the weekends. Some weekends, whenever it's like rainy and stuff, I like to stay in, watch a movie, watch Netflix with my husband, order in some Uber Eats and just, you know, have a chill night. But for the most part, I really like to get out of the house because like I'm here all the time, and as much as I love my home, at the same time, you can get sick of your home. So I like to go out and just do fun activities. Next question is water wet? The last time I checked, I think water is wet. What do you guys think? Do you guys think water is wet? Moving on to the next question. Samantha asks, what camera do you use for Instagram? So I primarily used to use the iPhone 7s camera strictly, but as of lately I've started taking my photos with my camera, which is the one that I'm filming on right now, which is a Nikon D5200. So I'll either use my iPhone camera or my Nikon D5200 to shoot my photos for Instagram. And I'll also switch out the lenses. So the lens that I have now is strictly for video, although sometimes I'll use it for photos, but I prefer to use the other lens that I have for photography because it gives you that beautiful blurred background that looks like, oh, so good. So yeah, I will use that lens and that camera. Next question, do you speak any other languages? And yes, I do. I am fluent in Spanish, although I will sadly say that I feel like I'm kind of losing it a little bit. When I used to live with my parents, obviously like they primarily spoke Spanish, so all I would hear was Spanish, and you know, I would speak to them in Spanish, so it was like Spanish all the time. But like after I moved out of my house, I kind of never really spoke it because like my husband speaks English, he speaks Spanish as well, but like we primarily speak English. So it's like that kind of became just like all I heard was English. And the only really thing that kept my Spanish like strong was my parents. And then whenever we moved out, that kind of just stopped, and now I feel like I'm slowly reading my Spanish and I'm not that good at it anymore. I hate to say that because it's like, I feel like such an embarrassment to my culture, but I still have it, it's just a little rusty. So I will practice and get better. Also, my dad wants me to do Spanish YouTube videos, so I don't know if that's a thing that you guys are into. If you are, let me know down in the comments. But of course, once I get more practice, because as of now, I don't think I could do it. But maybe when I practice my Spanish a little bit more, maybe I'll do a Spanish speaking video. Just for you, Dad. Next question is, what do you use to edit your photos? I already addressed this question. I use Lightroom and Facetune. Moving on to the next question. How did you get started into makeup and fashion? Okay, so I feel like I've always had a love for fashion way before I had a love for makeup. Like, you can ask anyone. I've loved fashion over makeup. And I know that that's odd because like I primarily do makeup videos on my channel, and like on my Instagram I primarily started with like makeup, and now I'm slowly transitioning into like fashion related content on my Instagram. But I fell into fashion like just a really long time ago. I've always liked, you know, styling myself, dressing myself. Like I always looked forward to like summertime back to school shopping and all that stuff because I would always get to pick my own clothes and like create some outfits and put them together and then like wear them to school. So I would say that my love for fashion started at a very young age. I want to say like around 15 maybe is whenever I really like just dove into it. And I remember I even wanted to work at Vogue. Like that was like my goal in life. I was like, I want to work at Vogue, I want to be like an intern, and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I also wanted to work like behind the scenes in the runway shows. Like I wanted to do the whole fashion week type thing. But yeah, that used to be my goal. I remember that I wanted to be like in the fashion industry. I wanted to work at like big magazine houses in New York City. I remember I wanted to live in New York City at one point in time. And then Gossip Girl really just took that to a whole nother level because I was obsessed with Gossip Girl. And then I started watching Sex and the City, and Carrie Bradshaw was also like a fashion icon living in New York City, and I was like, oh my god, New York City is the place to be. Like, I need to live there. That's where all my dreams are gonna come true. Like, it was seriously like the cutest thing ever. Like, I was such a daydreamer. I still am a daydreamer if I'm being honest with you guys. So that's kind of how I fell into makeup, just like a lot of influences from, you know, TV and just, you know, magazines, because I used to love 17 magazine. Like, I had an abundance of 17 magazines, like a collection. Like, I kid you not. They might even still be at my parents' house, but It was insanity. Like, I even used to make my own magazines. Like, I would cut out things and put them onto construction paper and just like write my own. Like, it was a thing, you guys. Like, I seriously wanted to be in the magazine world. Like, I wanted to work in New York City, work at Vogue or like at 17 magazine, do the whole fashion week thing. Like, it was insane. But then I really started getting into makeup whenever I was in high school. I want to say like a freshman or sophomore in high school, because I started watching YouTube videos. That's actually how I got into it. Nicole Guerrero was the first YouTuber I ever watched and subscribed to. She was kind of the one who really got me into like wanting to do makeup videos and like just wanting to do makeup in general, like play with it and all that stuff. So that's pretty much just how I got into it. It's just by being influenced by others to do it. I just love the art of fashion. I love the art of makeup, and I'm just an artsy person. Like, if you guys don't know already, like, I am artsy fartsy all the way. Like, you know how they say that like one side of your brain is like the smarter side and one side is like the artsy side? I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but you know what I mean. Like, one half of your brain is more artistic, the other half is more like book smart or whatever. Well, like, I'm artistic like all the way. Like, visual arts, it's my jam. Moving on to the next question before I sit here and talk for like 20 minutes straight, because I feel like I've been talking here forever and I'm sweating. Next question is favorite makeup products. My favorite makeup products are Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, Holy Grail Foundation, absolutely love it. The Soft Glam Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. For highlight, the Omri Z X Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight and the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Nicole Guerrero highlight. Those are bomb, 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 bomb. They're literally my favorite. But those are the only three that I can like really think of off the top of my head. But just go through like my YouTube videos and just see what I use regularly, and those would be my favorites because I stick to the same thing all the time. Very rarely do I switch up my products, and if I do, it's because I found something that I'm like blown away by. Next question is, how old are you? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Just kidding, you guys. How old do you think I am? How about that? And the last and final question is, what's your favorite foundation? My favorite foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I swear by that foundation. I think it's amazing. It lasts all day. It doesn't look cakey. It's full coverage, but you can also sheer it out if you don't want it to be like extremely full coverage. And it's just the best. And it's also non-comedogenic, so it does not clog your pores. It's also dermatology tested. I love it. I recommend it to everyone. It's amazing. And they have a huge color range, so you can find your perfect match, like hands down guaranteed. So that is the end of my Q&A, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got to know a little bit more about me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the bell notification to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any video suggestions that you would like to see here on my channel, please leave them down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!